Hi, welcome to part 3, guitar build off. I went ahead and glued up the top and rough shaped it on the bandsaw after it was glued that had dried. I had video footage of it, but for some reason it stopped recording as I hit the start record on it, so none of the video footage from me actually gluing and cutting it with the or gluing it actually. Yeah. That was in last video. So here I am just roughing the outside. It's not a final pass yet. I'll go ahead and do that later on in the video. This is just to get me close. Notice this time I actually have installed a air hose with a blower on it, so now I don't have to worry about pulling it off and shaking it and using a broom to sweep off my pin router now. So here it is, roughly finished, the outdoors. This is with some mineral spirits on it to show the actual flame of the top. And I'd already edited out some of the actual cutting of the neck because I took it slow because this was actually the first time I've actually used the pin router for doing a cavity of some sort. So I edited it out to slow, getting used to the machine part, jumped right to the meat and potatoes of the finishing up the neck cavity. Keep checking it. I do have a target depth that I have for my neck in mind for a starting point. I believe I edited out the portion where I do check it here with the neck and take a look at it, but I do also bring the bridge over and check the bridge height to the neck and fret height. Here I'm just making sure everything's looking good. It's nice, fairly decent tight fit. I mean, it's not super tight. You're not going to be picking it up. But I'm planning on finishing the neck, so that'll tighten it up to where it should be. Checking the height of the cutter. Make sure that it's not going to bury itself into the wood. Still getting used to the machine and using it to do the templates and stuff for the bodies. So I do a little bit of flipping around here of the body to see which way is more comfortable to hang on to it. Later on, though, I do discover from doing this that my pin and my cutter, my tool is not properly lined up. So later on I flip it around to clean the edges up to make the cavity look cleaner. I did go ahead and straighten that out, and it's all lined up now. So once again, I have a target depth that I got from the pickups that I'm putting in there, and how deep I needed to go. And I'm just going to go ahead and check the depth here in a second. Need a little bit more to go. You can always take material off, but it's hard to add it back on. So close. And we'll go a half a turn. Yeah, you know what? We'll go a full turn. My general steps are 2 cranks on the handle. Is general my when I'm going down to my depth. So we'll go ahead and check it. And I wonder if it's okay. Oh, it's good to go. Now for the neck pickup. Making sure my depth is good and not going to go burying itself into the wood. And editing. Ta-da! Look at that. I didn't mean to do that on purpose, actually. I just happened to be that way when I was editing out the video footage, and it turned out to be pretty cool looking, so I left it like that. Thought it was neat. Good depth to go. Now I went ahead and reset everything again, cleaned everything up, and now we're going to go ahead and do the fight with my handle for a minute. I do have to do some preventive maintenance on it. It kind of binds up when it gets the head towards the top there. We're going to do the opening for the electronics. I have decided to not use a pick guard on this one. Instead, I'm going to use chrome pickup rings for the neck pickup, and exposing all the nice wood grain and figure that is on this thing. As it turned out phenomenal looking, I thought. Now we'll go ahead and pull off the template. I'm going to head and put a flush trim bit in the router. And we're just going to do our final cleanup of the outline of the top. Looks good. So now we're going to go over and onto the sander. The oscillating sander. Orbital sander. Or whatever the heck it's called. I absolutely love this thing. It's very invaluable for doing guitar work. So I'm going to go ahead and spend a lot of time doing the final shaping and sanding and making sure it's nice and smooth. Clean up the residual bits of glue from gluing the top on. Also, one of the best things you can have is your hands. As you see, I do a lot of feeling of the wood. Your hands can feel a lot of imperfections that the eyes can't. Looks good. And here's what it looks like with the mock-up of some of the electronics and plates and such. And then I went ahead and did some custom carving for the F-hole. Again, it didn't record, so I don't have any footage of that. But this is what it looks like. Thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to like and subscribe, Facebook, Instagram.